You have studied already surface areas of cubes, cuboids, sphere, cone, and then cylinder. Here also you will be studying same thing, but difference is that you will be having combination of different solids here. A cone connected to a cylinder, a cone placed on a hemisphere, or two hemispheres connected to the ends of two, or the two hemispheres connected to a cylinder ends, etc. So whatever it is, the basic formulae that we have already studied are very, very important. So in that regard, we will write the formula for various solids surface areas. Here exercises are divided as exercises on surface areas and exercises on volumes. So first we will make a list of formula. Sorry, first we will make a list of formulae of surface areas of various solids. The first one is solid object, and here we'll write what all we'll write. We'll write CSA, and then if base exists, that we'll write base, top, and then TSA, then TSA. So first we'll consider a cube. First we'll consider a cube. The edge length of cube will be equal. All the edges length will be equal for a cube. Let us say those edge lengths are A units. A units. For the solids like a cube, cuboid, will be having LSA, that is lateral surface area, not the curved surface area. So you can write here R LSA, CSA or LSA. It depends on solid that we are considering. Lateral surface area means the total area of vertical walls. Lateral surface area means what? The total area of vertical walls. Here, since all the edge lengths are equal, each wall here is like a square, and all around we are having here 4 squares. Area of one square is a square. Therefore, area of 4 squares will be equal to 4 into a square. So you get here 4a square. Base is also a square. So area of base is a square. Top is a square. So area of top is a square. Total surface area. That means if you add all these areas, you'll get 4a square plus a square plus a square. That is 6a square. 6a square. Remember, all area unit will be unit square. That means if A is in centimeter, area will be in centimeter square. If A is in meter, area will be in meter square, and so on. Next we'll take cuboid. H is height of cuboid, length of cuboid, and here we will have breadth of cuboid. All parallel edges will be of equal length. So here we will have B, here we will have B, and here we will have B. Similarly, here we will have L, for this L, and for this also L. And all the four vertical edges are H only. Here LSA means the area of four vertical walls. But here all four vertical walls are not having same dimensions. All four vertical walls are not having same dimensions. Only opposite walls are having same dimensions. Therefore, opposite walls, front and back, left side and right side, walls will be having equal areas. The top area will be equal to the base area. So how do you write for LSA now? If you consider this front face, the front face is having dimension of L and H. It looks like a rectangle. Area of rectangle is what? Length into breadth. But here the two dimensions are L and H. Therefore, the front wall area will be L into H. Similarly, the back side wall area will also be L into H. So get here 2 times L into H plus 2 side wall areas. The dimensions of side walls are B and H. B and H. So 2 times B into H. 2 times B into H. So what is this? This is lateral surface area. And here what you can do is you can take common outside H and 2. So 2h into the bracket, you will get L plus B. L plus B. What is the base area? Base area is L into B. Top area is also L into B. So base area is L into B. Top area is L into B. We add all these to get the total surface area. What you should get if you add all these? 2 into the bracket HL plus LB plus BH. In cyclic order you have to write HL plus LB plus BH. Next we'll take sphere, or you can take cylinder. Next we'll take cylinder. Cylinder is a tubular structure having some height. That height sometimes is referred to as length of the cylinder also. Base and the top will be circular plates, and they will be having, say, radius r. They will be having radius r. The height of the cylinder or length of the cylinder, we take L or H, anything. Okay. Now we will have here CSA, not LSA, because cylinder will be having curved surface area, not flat surface area. Okay. How do you calculate the CSA of cylinder? You have studied the net of cylinder. It looks like this. If you cut open, the body of cylinder will have two circles, one at the top and other one is at the base, and this will be length, and the breadth of this rectangle, what you see here is nothing but circumference of base or top circle, circumference of base or top circle, that is 2 pi r. Since it looks like a rectangle, the curved surface area when cut open looks like a rectangle, the area of this CSA can be calculated as length into breadth, that is 2 pi RL. What it is? 2 pi RL. So in the column of CSA I will write, in the column of CSA I will write 2 pi RL. What is the base area? Base is a circle, pi r square. Top is also a circle, so we will have pi r square. If we add all these, you will get TSA of cylinder. Can you add all these and give me the result? From all these you can take pi common outside. From all these you can take pi common outside. Pi r square plus pi r square 2 pi r square. Here also you are having 2 pi rl. So you can take 2 pi common outside. You can take 2 pi common outside. And r is there in all the three areas. So you can take r outside. Inside the bracket L or H, whatever you have taken, plus pi r square plus pi r square 2 pi r square. From r square already have taken one r outside, so you will have here r. So TSA of cylinder is 2 pi r into the bracket L plus r, 2 pi r into the bracket L plus r or H plus r according to your considerations. Now we will take sphere. So we are having a sphere of radius r units. It will be having only CSA which is equal to TSA. Okay. CSA is equal to TSA, and that CSA is given by 4 pi r square. So TSA is also equal to 4 pi r square. But if we take hemisphere, hemisphere you can imagine like a cut lemon piece. It will be having CSA as well as the top circular area. The top circular area. Hemi means semi or half. Half of the CSA of sphere. CSA of the sphere is 4 pi r square. Therefore, CSA of the hemisphere will be equal to half of that, that is 2 pi r square. Top is circular area, so it will be pi r square. Base area is not there. So TSA will be equal to sum of CSA and top, that becomes equal to 3 pi r square. That becomes equal to 3 pi r square. If hollow hemispherical bowl is there, if hollow hemispherical bowl is there, then the TSA will become outer CSA plus inner CSA. Outer CSA plus inner CSA, and that will be equal to once again 4 pi r square, because 2 times CSA we are going to consider. If you neglect the thickness of the bowl, if you neglect the thickness of the bowl, then only inner CSA plus outer CSA will be equal to 2 pi r square plus 2 pi r square, that will be equal to 4 pi r square. Otherwise, if inner radius and outer radius are different, then you have to consider CSA, inner CSA and outer CSA with different radii. Along with that, you will also have to consider an annular ring. I will show you that. It looks like almost a coconut. So here, the inner radius is R1 and the outer radius is R2. Inner radius is R1 and outer radius is R2. What is the CSA here? The total CSA will be outer CSA plus inner CSA. That is 2 pi R1 square plus 2 pi R2 square. And what about this annular ring here? Because at the center you are having cavity, it's a hollow portion here. Only here you are having the matter. So only this hatched area you have to calculate. And that hatched area is nothing but top area now. That is nothing but top area. And the top area is nothing but outer circle minus inner circle area. What it is? Outer circle area minus inner circle area. So if you add these two here, you are going to get 2 pi into the bracket R1 square plus R2 square. And if we calculate the top area here, that will be equal to pi R2 square minus pi R1 square. That is pi into the bracket R2 square minus R1 square. R2 square minus R1 square. Then what is TSA? TSA CSA plus top area, that is 2 pi into the bracket R1 square plus R2 square plus pi into the bracket R2 square minus R1 square. So what is this here? This is now hemispherical bowl. Hemispherical bowl. In addition to this, what you must know is pi means 22 by 7. Pi means 22 by 7. Next object is a cone. The base of the cone will be circular. Say the radius of cone that we are going to consider here is r units. The height here is called as slant height, and if we join the vertex of cone to the center of base, it is called as height or altitude of the cone. Height or altitude of the cone. Since height or altitude of the cone is at 90° to the base, here Pythagoras theorem is applicable. Here Pythagoras theorem is applicable. That means L square is equal to R square plus H square. What is CSA of the cone? Do you remember? We already studied that in 9th standard. If we cut open the CSA, it looks like a triangle. It looks like almost a triangle. This is slant height and this is base, which is equal to circumference of base circle, that is 2 pi r. Area of the triangle is half into base into height. Here, for calculation of CSA, we take slant height itself as height of the triangle. What do we do here? We take slant height of the cone itself as height of the triangle. That means half into 2 pi r. 2 pi r is base into L. That will become CSA. Half into base into height. So 2 and 2 will get cancelled. You will have CSA of cone as pi into r into L. Remember, L is slant height. And what is the base area? Base area is pi r square. Total surface area will be equal to sum of these two. That is pi rl plus pi r square. Pi rl plus pi r square. Taking pi r common outside, you will get inside the bracket L plus R. L plus R. So this is TSA of a cone. I hope all of you have written.